Hey everyone, welcome to Sunrise Extra. This is our after show. It is unscripted, it is live, it is a chance for us to chat with all of you wonderful Sunrise viewers up early with us. So this is how it works. We usually pick some kind of topic, based on the day's news or something fun or silly. And we are watching your comments come in live on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook Live. And if it's easier for you to text us something, text us 503-226-5111. We are watching those texts as well. So today we're talking about what everyone did over the weekend. What did you guys do to kind of, keep busy? And also the PDX Thanks You movement of coming outside and making some noise for our first responders and medical care workers. Brenda, you were gung-ho about this on Friday, and then what happened?
I fell asleep. I mean, that is honestly the hazard of getting up every morning at like 2:15. By 7, I was out cold. If anybody did anything in our neighborhood, I was dead to the world, and I did not hear it. What about you guys?
I don't blame you.
I will tell you, in Brenda's defense, I do believe Friday during this very Sunrise Extra show, Brenda said, I will probably be sleeping at 7 p.m. Friday night. And so she stayed true to her word, and she was fast asleep at 7 o'clock. We did not, I totally blanked on it Friday night, to be quite honest with you, as we settled down for a Lord of the Rings viewing at our house. Saturday, I was reminded about it about 30 minutes after it happened. So we have made a commitment here at the Carney house that tonight at 7 o'clock, we're going to get outside our neighborhood and we're going to bang some pots and pans and make some noise for those frontline workers.
Yay. I love it. Yeah, we want to show you the video of what we're talking about. I think we kind of have a compilation. Let's play that. Or maybe I put, there it is. I love that. So that's just a few of the people that got outside at 7 o'clock, banging pots and pans. There was a great video in Portland's Pearl District where a lot of people have balconies, on a bunch of different levels, and we're cheering and yelling. Not quite the effort that we've seen in Spain and Italy, but in the same vein, same heart. So I love that. So
I have a fun one, Nina.
Yeah.
Terry Hogan Camp on our stream. Good morning, Terry. Says, I unpacked my congas and made a lot of noise.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
I know. I heard the call for cowbells, and Drew, you were talking about that earlier. If someone has just a loose cowbell laying around, let me know about it.
We have cowbells here. We got cowbells last year for a New Year's Eve party. And so we have cowbells in the house. Cowbells will be heard on our front lawn tonight at 7 p.m.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Rodney, what about you?
Well, it made me realize we moved a couple of years ago, and in a box somewhere are my grandfather's cowbells that really, in fact, hung around the cows. I need to find those. We caught up on, it was nice and quiet up here in Clark County, I should point out. We caught up on watching some movies. I watched Platoon. Oh, my goodness, the language and the racist slurs in that movie. You kind of have to, put your fingers over your ears at times, but watch that movie for whatever reason as we're doing that. My daughter loves to bake, and in searching for things to do, we have had banana muffins, which were really good in the past couple of days. We've had oatmeal cookies.
Yes.
Yesterday she made chocolate chip cookies.
Yum.
Now, if you've watched me for years, I've been slowly packing on the pounds over the past year. So it's really not going to be a pretty picture when I have to get into a suit when we come back to work, hopefully at some point in May or June.
I know, right? There's been so much bad eating going on in my house, too.
Same.
Yeah.
They call it don't they call it the quarantine 15?
Yeah.
That's what people are calling.
God, I can't get up to 15.
The extra pounds people are putting on.
It's bad.
Hey, I know there are a lot of people watching this stream for the first time, right? Nina, you mention this every day, how it works. And just to speak to the unscriptedness, I now see the comment that you mentioned earlier, Brenda, from Terry Hogan Camp. Mm-hmm. The way it sounded to me in my ear when you said it. I thought you said I unpacked my condoms and made a lot of noise.
Oh,
but obviously
hey
I'm seeing it
now.
now. You said congas.
Conga.
You said congas. I unpacked my congas and made a lot of noise. Thank you, Terry, for your comment this morning.
Hey, producer Rob in my ear just told
Nothing
me we
wrong
have
with making
that
a lot of
video.
noise, by the way.
Oh, God, Rob. Let's play that video from the Pearl District. This was, and I hope we can get sound up of this because it is really impressive to hear.
You sure you want that?
Yeah, well, I'd rather have it over Rod. But it's silent. They're trying. But yeah, you could hear a ton of people yelling and banging and clapping for our medical healthcare workers. And we saw down in the South Waterfront in South Portland at Mirabella, like retirement community, they all got out on their balconies last week and cheered because OHSU is right across the street, little kids getting into it. We love seeing stuff like that. So what did we do this weekend? I just posted on Instagram some pictures. My daughter played dress up with some old clothes that I was putting in the Goodwill pile. I scrubbed 2 ovens, which sucked, and organized some cabinets and braised some short ribs and some red wine sauce for a couple hours. So that was easy to do.
Nice.
We kind of got out of the box of thinking like we were trying to get outside on Sunday. There was a little break in the rain, Rod, and we went to Reed College, and there's all these great nature parks. Brenda, I know you probably know that. I didn't know, like down under by the Reed Lake, there was great nature trails, and we went and saw ducks and geese and slugs and all kinds of bugs with our daughter, and people were keeping great distance, but waving to each other, and dogs out on walks, and it was great.
I'm telling you, it is like the human version of dodgeball. You see somebody coming and you kind of stop, and I'm like, which way are you going? And it's like this choreography. But you're right, we got out both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we thought it was pretty mild. We went for a walk, down through some trails in our neighborhood, and it was pretty darn mild. I was overdressed for the hills in our area, but it was nice just to be outside. Everybody was keeping their distance. Tons of people are getting after it. Like on the stream, Lori Piles, listen to what she did. Painted the inside of the house, fixed the ceiling that's had a hole for the past 3 years, laid down cedar chips, husband and son worked on his Bronco, baked, cooked, rearranged the downstairs and the hallway, took dogs for walks, picked up clickless groceries from Freddy's, and watched some good movies.
That is thorough.
So
Oh my gosh.
productive. I know, right?
So you fell asleep in Lord of the Rings,
Did you guys see the comment?
Go ahead, Rod.
No, I was going to say I lost the name in the comment, but somebody on the Facebook feed was telling us that they moved over the weekend.
Oh, I did see that.
Talking about how difficult that is with the social distancing, because think about it. If you move, what do you typically do? You call all your friends and say, please come help me. And obviously probably didn't have the help that you would typically have. So I think the name was Susie, but I lost the comment the way our stream.
What a great time though, to be
Anyway,
able to put away boxes and unpack and hang pictures, and you don't have to like rush off to work, and leave everything kind of unboxed and a mess.
My daughter has taken on the Herculean task of organizing our family photos. That was long before digital. We have boxes and boxes and boxes stuck in those little tiny old photo mat envelopes. So she's taken out decades of photos and started organizing everything. And I was joking, if you know our friend Ashley Korslund, who used to anchor with us here on Sunrise, she takes the most fantastic pictures of her children. And I looked at my daughter, and oh my gosh, those old grainy things. I said, this is not Ashley Korslund worthy, but they are hilarious. I think I'll post some on my Facebook page. They are hilarious. But it's getting done.
To be honest, I could take good pictures of Ashley's kids.
They're
Those
beautiful.
2 kids, they take like the best pictures, right? The way they look at the camera, unbelievable.
Those big blue
One thing I've
eyes.
noticed, gang, as I'm not traveling, like most of you are not doing a lot of traveling, like I think the last time I put gas in my car was 2 Thursdays ago. Now, obviously, Brenda and Nina, you still have to drive into work every day. But Rod, I imagine you're like me. Like, I put gas in the car 2 Thursdays ago, so we're talking about 11 days, and I'm like this far away from full still.
Yeah.
The car is not moving, which is just
And
completely bizarre. Very odd.
Yeah, we one of our cars we own, but the other one, the one that I drive to work, we lease that. See, when you lease a vehicle, you attach a mileage to it, right? So I think my lease has 15,000 allotted miles per year, and I typically go over. So I'm also noticing this is a big chance for me to maybe get a break in the mileage department as well. Yeah.
And gas is cheap, you guys. I filled up yesterday for under $2 a gallon, which
No way.
yeah,
Under
yeah.
$2.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
Wow.
cow! At Costco
I'm
or
sorry.
where?
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
where was that?
Under $3.
Okay, I
Under
was like, what?
3. It was 2 something. Yeah, no, I missed.
Wow.
Sorry to get everybody excited, but yeah. Let's see.
In other news from 1993,
Just about, right? Cindy Jarvis Mars, good morning to you.
Yeah.
She says, trimmed my husband's beard. Good thing nobody could see us. Oh, that's hilarious. Angela Barkes, Draz, taught my daughter how to sew and went for a family walk.
Cool.
That's a good skill. Tanya planted her tomatoes. Hattie just stayed home. That's all you need to do. You're
Yeah.
doing your part.
Yeah. So, Ron, I want to
it
ask
was
you
easier
about...
the
to
beard
stay home
trimming
this weekend,
reminds
right?
me-
Because the weather was not that great.
Say again?
Well, yeah.
Everyone talk at once now.
I would say, so we're supposed to stay put basically now through the end of April. So by May 1st, I'm going to have the longest hair since I've had since I was in junior high school back in the 70s.
I can't wait
That's
for that.
going to get interesting to see.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
been
it might be
trimming
better
mine.
than what Brenda and I end
Oh.
up with. My got some little silver guys coming through in here.
I know, same, see you're at a distance. Can't even tell me.
I know, that's the only saving grace. My hairstylist called yesterday because I was supposed to go in on this Wednesday and get a little trim and, retouch. He's doing he's doing hair color take-home kits for people to just like put it all over and let it sit and then wash it out. It's not like painting your own highlights or anything like that, but like just to get you through. And so I thought that was an interesting idea.
I think that's a great idea. I have said, I got on the phone with Michael, who cuts my hair over at a Chemi salon, and I said, can you do like a little talk back? Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to FaceTime him with my little crappy pair of scissors, and I'm gonna have him walk me through what I'm gonna do. Because literally I've been kind of slowly trimming my bangs, and I get my hair cut every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When it's this short. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, me too.
Never know.
Yeah.
Grayson's gonna have to take the clippers to you,
I was
Ron.
wondering about you ladies.
What were you wondering?
One
also-
time, there was
also we're gonna find
I
out
was
who,
dating oh, go ahead, Rod.
No, Drew, you go ahead. Go ahead, Drew. Yeah. I want to hear about you dating somebody. Go ahead.
Oh, but I was just it was, well, you talked about Grayson cutting your hair. I was dating a woman one time. This is about 25 years ago, and she thought it would be a good idea to wax my neck hair.
Oh.
And I thought that was a terrible idea, but she insisted it would be rather painless and it would be good. And she went ahead and did it. Most painful experience of my life. And I remember she was like pulling the strips. I remember thinking like, man, I hate this woman. I hate her so badly. And we quickly broke up soon thereafter.
Little manscaping before it was
What's
a
your
thing.
old dating stories? They are some of the best.
Oh my gosh. You know what I did catch up on this weekend? I finished all the Homelands that were out there because it's the season 8 final one.
Oh.
I think I've got 4 left, but they haven't dropped yet. And also I started Ozark, the 3rd season. Does anybody else watch that? I love that
I started
show.
to watch it a while back.
Oh.
Okay, what about Tiger King?
Hey, so
Has anyone
a
watched
reminder-
the Tiger King? Oh, sorry, Rod.
Oh, no, I was going to say Ozark, a reminder that that's kind of where I'm from, and that's where my mom and dad live, at Lake of the Ozarks, which is where that series is based. And a lot of the stereotypes of the local folks, I'm embarrassed to say, are absolutely right on.
Whoops, a dastardly bunch.
Oh, boy.
You know, did you mention Tiger King?
Yeah.
Yes, we binged watched that
Yes.
on Saturday.
Drew
All
raised
of
his hand.
them.
Have you guys?
Yes.
Have you all finished with it?
Yeah, I'm done.
I have one last episode.
No.
What'd you think, Drew?
I was about to say freaking awesome, so I'll just go ahead and say freaking awesome. I mean, you cannot stop watching that thing, right? It's like, it pulls you in, and you don't want to get off the couch.
No.
You know, we started to watch a little bit of it with the boys, and then I was like, oh man, this is a little bit rough. Like, can you do something else so we can continue watching? We don't want to stop watching this. We just want you to leave the room so we can continue watching this. Unbelievable. And
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, how long do you think it took them to compile all that footage and all those interviews? Because it's crazy, but it's also a really well done documentary.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic takes video of every single thing he does.
Yeah, so they used all that video.
It piles up quickly. I hated all those people almost.
It
I
gave
felt
me
so
the
bad for those
willies.
animals.
Like I felt gross after watching it, but then I wanted to watch the next one. But I mean, every person that they interview in there, no matter what their role
Yes.
in this bizarro story, whether it's like a detective or, you know, some like, you know, friend.
A lawyer,
Yes.
attorney.
Like
yeah.
they all have the
Didn't
most
matter.
freaking weird decor around their house in the interview. Like it never ends, the bizarreness. And I mean, that's Florida. I've heard from, there's this author named Carl Hyacin, and he writes, I mean, tons of books, mystery books, that if you shook the United States, like all the weirdos would fall down into the panhandle of Florida. And if you guys haven't seen this documentary, it's like 7 parts. It is the most crazy, bizarre, wild redneck thing ever.
Okay, so you see the guy here in that video, and he was married to Joe Exotic. So my daughter went down the rabbit hole of now what has really happened to these people. And apparently, I think his name is John. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head.
John.
He was not happy that they showed him without his new dentures. Because he's like pretty, he gets more
What do you
toothless.
mean? He sat down for the whole interview with no teeth. I mean, he knew they weren't in there.
I know, but he since has gotten new dentures, because he starts out and he has some teeth, and then the meth use every new
Gets worse
episode,
and
it's like, oh my
worse.
god,
Yeah.
where'd they go?
Rod is like, what the hell are you guys talking
There's a
about?
lot of bad teeth. A lot of bad teeth in that episode or that series. How about the guy? I think it's Joe's husband, right? Who does
One
all
of
the
them.
He has
interviews with no
2.
shirt on?
Yeah,
He's
that's
just
who
sitting
she's
there
talking
on
about
the
with the teeth,
Yeah,
yeah.
one of his 2 husbands. Yeah, but he's got like no shirt on either.
That's
I'm like,
the one
who
with
thought?
no
You know what?
teeth.
I've got pants on, but I don't need a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Nina,
Lacking teeth
Paula
and shirts.
Stewart Owen wants to know, do you think Carol is guilty?
Of killing her husband? I haven't watched. I have one more episode to watch, so I don't know really what happens in that. I'm based
Okay,
on.
we can't talk about it then.
Okay,
I don't
don't
want to
tell
ruin
me
any.
anything.
No, no,
I have to
no.
watch
Zip,
the last one.
Zip, zip,
I
zip.
don't know. Don't
Okay.
ask. I'll get back to
Well,
you.
let me ask you this, Brenda. Can I ask you this, Brenda Braxton?
Yes.
In that last episode, does something happen that sways your opinion one way or the other in terms of Carol's innocence or guilt? Because I haven't gotten there yet, but right now I'm pretty darn sure she's guilty.
No, there's nothing that changed my opinion one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now we're talking
Okay.
about Tiger King
Okay.
for this show. It
You know what
is
I watched
not
last
good.
night?
Go ahead, Rod.
I still love my old TV shows. I actually watched an episode of Columbo, and then I was getting tired, so I recorded it. So I'm going to watch that later today. Columbo from the 1970s.
That's
Peter
nuts.
Falk.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, I miss
You know,
you. This is
something
such
I
a
did on
weird
Friday.
format.
Oh, no. Go.
No, I'm just saying, like
Sorry.
today, literally it's me, Rob, and Jay in the room, in the newsroom, and Brian, and Sean, and that's it. It's slowly like even dwindled even farther.
That's good.
And now,
good, though.
so we have all of these lights in our building that are motion activated. So down the hallway and in portions of the newsroom, and in like the lobby areas. And at several points today, Jay even took pictures and showed me. It was all black, even in the newsroom, because there was no movement in this whole building.
Well, we're doing our part, Neens.
I know.
Come on now.
Well,
Go ahead.
can I
Drew.
do this? Can I ask you final words? Each one of us takes a turn. What date? Give me the date The month and day when we're all going to come back and see each other in person in the newsroom. Any guesses? Any stabs?
May. Something.
May what?
I'm going to say May 10th. I don't know if that's a Monday or not, but I'm going to say somewhere around May 10th.
Boy, that's
I'm going
a
to
tough
be
one.
I was going to guess May 9th, Rod, so we're pretty close.
I feel like if everybody does their part, it's going to be sooner than later. If not, you know, have a good summer.
Yeah, geez, it's crazy. May 4th would be a Monday. Christmas. Yeah, Brenda's like writing off the summer. Please no.
Oh my gosh, Brenda.
Hey, Rod, real quick. I know today is going to be really active weather day. Maybe people are, thinking of like, well, can I go outside? Can you give us a quick kind of weather wrap for us?
Well, the thing today, and I know we tried to get out and take our walks, but numerous showers today, so it's going to be tough to find like a complete 30-minute window where it's not going to be raining, so take your raincoat with you. We're looking at Doppler radar right now. The steady rain has moved off, but again, showers are going to be so numerous today. I just think you better always have your raincoat with you. They're going to be coming and going.
Sounds good. All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Sunrise Extra. Have a good day.